my mind is made up.
Hey guys, this is Erik Kyle, publisher of Latitudes and Attitudes magazine.
And I'm David Levesque, editor of Latitudes and Attitudes, and welcome to Three Sheets, our podcast where we chill and chat with individuals making a difference in the cruising lifestyle.
Each episode, we'll dive into all things cruising related and bring you some of the most influential characters out there. So sit back, grab your favorite bottle, light them if you got them, and enjoy the adventure. Hey guys, Erik Kyle here, publisher of Latitudes and Attitudes magazine. I am super excited about our podcast today. We've got Danny and Marvin with Sailing Nomad Citizen, and this is going to be epic. Super excited about this conversation. I'm joined with our podcast today by David Levesque, editor of Latitudes and Attitudes.
Hey guys, good to see you guys.
Yeah, and if it's cool by you guys, we'll just go ahead and jump right in.
Perfect. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for having us. We're so excited to participate in this and to continue, let's say, our collaboration that we started last year. So yeah, and go bring it on.
It's our first English podcast.
Yes, it's our first English podcast. We've done
first English podcast. This is our first English podcast too. So there you go.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, so listen, so we've already said, like, you know, how you guys are doing. I mean, you seem like you're doing great. The kids are popping in and out. That's pretty awesome. As Erik said, we're excited about this because when we first featured your family in our 2022 fall issue, we were only 2 issues in after taking over the magazine, after a 25-year run by Bob Bitchin when he started it. And we took it over spring of 22, and we were learning more about the YouTubers that are out there. So before we get too deep into some of the stuff we want to talk about with you guys, I just want to know your background. So Danny, you're a dentist, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I read that you left Yugoslavia during a war and moved to France. Is that right?
Well, I left Yugoslavia during the war, but we fled to Hungary. It's like the real thing is that my hometown is on the Hungarian border, so we just crossed the border, and I moved to another town which is like 50 kilometers from my hometown, but still was in a totally new country, and it was a language that I didn't speak at the time. I was 11. I started going to school there. I did university, and then I went to France. I moved to France when I was 24, 25. So a lot later.
Oh boy.
Well, and Marvin, you're from the island Reunion. Is that correct? Did I say correct, or do I need a little French accent in order to say that you were part of the National Navy and managing some CrossFit gyms? So you're a pretty busy guy. How did you and Danny meet?
On my CrossFit gym.
Was it literally on the CrossFit gym? Because we have to keep this G-rated here. So exactly where did you guys meet? How about that?
It was on my gym in Montpellier. The town is Montpellier. So it was on CrossFit Montpellier gym. And yes, she was a member. And I was a coach and owner. And we started to
train together and do CrossFit competitions together. It was 10 years ago.
Yes.
And we were training buddies.
Yes. For almost 1 year. So yes, at the end,
I think it was too obvious for everybody that we should get together and be a couple and not just train together.
All of our friends was just start to lie
to each other.
Yes, and just make it so.
Well, it sounds like fitness has become kind of part of the culture in your family then, since you guys started there.
It was it was since we met in the gym, and it was something that reunited us. This is what keeps our family together and keeps us going. So yeah, we try to keep it. Beba, it's beautiful, but just don't put it in front of my face.
Our kids, it's a little bit savage.
Savage. I love it.
Like both kids.
Yeah. Molly. No, baby, no.
Let's talk about where you guys are right now, because you told me the other day that you are in the Chesapeake, correct?
Mhm.
So whereabouts in the Chesapeake are you?
We are now exactly in Rockall, in the north of the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah.
Because we came from New York. It's a little bit how to explain. We finished our season in New York City. Daniela and the kids flew back. It's good.
Yeah.
Flew back to Serbia to meet the family, and I was alone on the boat for 6 weeks to move the boat to Chesapeake Bay to be able to be safe for the hurricane season.
Uh-huh.
And I was alone working on the boat, enjoying the place, looking the bird. And no
So
kids.
I saw pictures. I saw pictures on your socials about New York City. You guys enjoyed the skyline by boat, and you had the
Wow.
kids. You had the kids in Times Square, and I
Yeah.
got to give you props for having that little Jeep buggy for the kids, because that's pretty cool. I can imagine keeping track of the kids, as we can see, keeping track of the kids on a boat could be crazy. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take them to one of the largest cities in the world. How'd that go for you?
Well, it was easier than being on a
Yes,
boat, right?
Daniela, you need to explain everything about New York City, because
How can I explain?
what did you feel?
What did you feel?
What did you
I don't
feel?
know. We felt, well. It was for us. It was the first time in a big city like this, and we were surprised.
With the
how-
boat, because Paris is big, no?
Well, New York is bigger, no?
Yes,
I don't
but
Taller anyway. So no, we felt like, I don't know, safe, and everything was spacious, and we could breathe, even though there were like skyscrapers and a lot of people, but there was a lot of space, and it was
yes, for the
it was-
kids too.
yeah.
We did, like, the morning it was visiting New York City, and the afternoon we went to a playground.
Yeah, even
So
in the
for the
morning,
kids,
it was
yes.
like, yeah, every 2 hours we had to have something for the kids. So we visited a museum, then we went to a playground, and the good thing in New York is that there were playgrounds literally
Yes.
everywhere, and you had like water games for the kids, and we were there in July. It was very hot, so no,
So
it was
we-
amazing.
We were on our backpack. We had the same thing in the Bahamas, in New York City.
In our backpack,
Yes,
in our backpacks.
no sac à dos.
Wes, what did we have?
Food,
Food.
food for the kids,
Diapers.
diapers, and I think everything to go to in the water.
Oh yes.
So no, it was the same for us.
It's
That's all
pretty-
you need. Food and diapers. It's pretty much all you need.
It's pretty epic to be in New York City at any point in time. We absolutely love the city as well. I can't even imagine being there by boat. That has to be tremendous. Are you guys going to be on the East Coast for a while? Do you plan on hitting maybe the Annapolis sailboat show this fall?
Explain.
No, you go ahead and explain.
It's an option. The thing is, we are selling the boat right now
Nomad seasons
because after New York City,
But New York City felt like somehow, somewhere, like an end of something. We didn't expect this. It's totally surprised us. And since New York was at the beginning not even on the list of the places we wanted to visit, it was so strange to arrive there. Just like we anchored next to the Statue of Liberty, and we were, for the first 3 days, we didn't leave the boat. We were, I don't know, shocked, scared,
Yes.
amazed. We were just sitting on the boat. We took off all the window blinds, all the curtains, and we were just watching and admiring and taking our coffee and tea and beers in front of
Manhattan and
city.
the
It was
statue.
amazing. So it felt like a little end to not of the end of the adventure, but of a time. And yeah,
It was the end of the time with this boat,
this boat, yes.
because for us the next big plan is to go to the Polynesia, French Polynesia, and cross the Pacific.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so it's the future plan, and we understood it will be we
needed another boat.
Yes, I don't want to say new boat because we don't know if we will buy a brand new boat or used one, but now we need to change our boat because
prepared in a better way, and now we know what we need and what we want, and we have to organize financially as well to be able to manage it. So yes, we actually took this decision in New York to sell Nomad Citizen 2. And yeah, you asked about Annapolis Boat Show. The boat is listed actually where it's on sale. We don't have an agreement, but we have some offers. But if this doesn't go through, we will go to the boat show with the boat, for the boat, and for us as well, and participate in the boat show.
It certainly sounds like there's an awful lot of organizing and planning in all the things that you guys are doing outside of just the normal, here's the kids' sports schedule, and you do this, I'll do that, and let's go by the local Applebee's for dinner. So let's talk about boats for a moment. What kind of boat is Nomad Citizen, and how did she become part of your family?
So it's a privilege
435.
Yes, 435.
We have it since 8 months. So we started the adventure on a monohull, 47 feet monohull, and when Son was born, it started to be a little bit. It started to be small and not safe enough. So please. So that's why. Okay. Up.
So wrong timing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with Son, 2 kids on a monohull sailing like 10, 15 degrees, I was very scared a lot of times because I had him in my baby carrier in front and we didn't feel safe. So last year, it was 3 years since we started, and we were thinking with Marvin, either we can afford and organize to buy a catamaran and continue the adventure in a safe way, explore this part of the world, or it has to stop because continuing on a monohull was, at least for us, it was too complicated because we needed to be, we needed enough rest to be able to work because Marvin has a full-time job. I'm with the kids, doing homeschooling, all the cooking, everything that a wifey does, and I'm not a wifey.
I'm sorry.
I got a wifey too. Eric's got a wifey.
I'm sorry for that, and I'm not agree with that because all of the women will kill me. So not me. It's Daniela.
You're a very smart man, Marvin. Very, very smart man. No, my wife and I have actually been debating on whether or not we want to do a monohull or a catamaran, and she's all about the catamaran because of the spaciousness, it doesn't lean as much. I'm about the monohull because of the performance of the boat. If we're going to do a crossing, we want to be able to point the boat better. So it sounds like you guys have made a wonderful decision. What's on the hit list? What are you dreaming about for the next boat?
Can we just have a little, I don't know, parenthèse, well, about the performance, because we've never sailed this fast and this efficiently since we have the cat.
Oh,
So,
really? See, that's great news. I did not know that.
Incredible. It's since we have this cat that we could go longer distances with less fatigue. And so this is why we could arrive to the Bahamas, and then we decided to come to the States and go up until New York. With the monohull, I think it would have been impossible because, for example, every passage between 2 islands in the Caribbean took us, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 hours, but we needed 3-4 days of rest, just at anchor, doing almost nothing, just enjoying life as much as we could with the kids to be able to do another passage. And with the cat, we could do 24, 48 hours, even
no rest.
More, and no rest, and just do a passage and then do another one. And this is why we could cover a big distance this year. So yeah, we're amazed and grateful for this cat.
So what are you guys looking at for the next boat?
We want a catamaran because of the space.
Maybe
For you Americans out there, he said catamaran. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And can I say cat?
That'll
Perfect.
work.
Yes, or a trimaran. So because we have a trimaran just in front of us, and it's a French, a French boat. So we can see the boat and maybe project ourselves on this one. But we want space for the kids, for sure. And we don't know yet which brand, but we want like a performance cat or like us. We want a cat moving fast, even if we don't have a dagger board or if we have or not dagger board, we don't care about this. We want just a cat. Yes.
Yeah,
Fast.
we want to have the same
Fast for us.
feeling of,
Yes.
of sailing and of performance that we have on this one, even though we don't have dagger board, so we'll be looking into something.
We don't know yet.
Similar.
To be honest, we don't know yet.
Exactly.
Well, if you go to Annapolis, there's plenty of options to pick from.
Yes.
That's a very interesting angle on monohulls versus catamarans and the performance side of things, as Danny, you explained, in terms of not being as efficient. Erik, I guess I never thought too much about just the wear and tear on your bodies trying to sail a monohull on a crossing like that. That's a very interesting angle. So I want to go to the article real quick on the fall issue, because now that we're finally connecting, Danny, I've been dying to ask you something, okay? Because I remember when I was researching YouTubers for the virtual cruiser articles, you guys popped up on my radar after I saw this, what I would call an epic photo of you two glaring at each other from the episode called Nightmare at Anchor.
Yes.
And I remember messaging you. I put it in the article about how behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes, right?
Yeah.
So I wrote about how that photo had sound without having any sound to it. So, I got to ask you what that moment was all about. I've been dying to ask you that question.
Okay, before I talk about the photo, I have to say that I love your article so much. We didn't talk about this, but this was the first time ever I read an article on us, which was really written. It was not just repeating what we said to somebody, but it came out of your soul and explained. No, it was beautiful. So thank you for that. It was really well written, and I don't know, I felt like that I connected with you, even though I didn't know you. It's the first time I meet you like on video, so I found it really incredible.
Thank you.
Danny, hold on a second. David, hold on a second. Danny, let's not explode his head too much here. Let's just try to keep David as humble as we possibly
you can
can.
cut
I
this
appreciate
part
that.
out of the podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you, no, we're not going to edit that out at all. I'll tell you what, if you come to Annapolis, I'll autograph the article for you. How's that sound?
Oh, Jesus. You see, here's where we go. Here's where we go with this. And it's not going to end. Well, let's get back to the timeline for just a little bit and get into what led you guys to this decision to pack up your bags and just go cruising. I read that you guys felt an emptiness of sorts in your careers, in your family life, and you just decided to go. How'd that happen for you guys?
Well, we were in this like a spiral. Let's call it a spiral, where you, like a young couple, well, we're not married, but let's say we got married, we bought a house, we bought our cars. Marvin had a Harley Davidson. Everything was, going up and to the perfection. And we got Tara, and we were so happy about it. And then just when she was 18 months old, we realized that everything was so superficial, because like having a beautiful car, it's not it's not life. It can be a part of your life, but it's not living, or just having a house, or just having a beautiful, at least for us. And we discovered that what was important for us, we couldn't have it in this perfect spiral. And it was, as David mentioned in the article as well, caring of our mental and physical health, being able to cook for ourselves. It was impossible with all the work and that was around this lifestyle. And also spending time as a family was almost impossible. For example, we tried to have a garden, and I remember talking to my associate because I was feeling bad that we couldn't take care of a garden, and I couldn't be with my daughter Tara enough. And he said, "Oh, you just have to take a babysitter and then a gardener, and then you can work more, and then you can have more money, and then you can take more holidays off." And I was like, wow, he's taking me even more to this spiral that I want to get out of. So we had this dinner with Marvin's uncle, and they just like planted this idea in our heads. They said, "Oh, imagine living on a boat in the Caribbean." And Marvin and I looked at each other. Tara was sleeping in the baby thing, and we're like, "Okay, we want to do that." And 1 year later, we just bought a boat and left.
You have a tremendous amount of courage to be able to do that.
Craziness of courage or courage. I don't.
For me, because everybody tells this exactly. In every language, French or English, is the same word. But for me, my answer is people who stay in their weird life, they are most brave, more brave than us. For me.
Yeah.
Because
this is, I guess, the easier, softer way then.
Well, I don't know if it's but I don't know.
yes.
How about if we agree that it's more satisfying? You're finding more meaning in your life. You guys practice a lot of physical and mental health. You continue that into your cruising lifestyle as well.
Yes.
And it provides you with more satisfaction, we could say.
Yes.
Totally
Okay.
agree on that.
So how does that work for you guys to be able to continue to keep your physical and mental well-being while on a boat, kind of confined to a smaller space than a big house, obviously, and dealing with two kids? I mean, how does that physical and mental health, how does it work out for you guys doing that?
For me, I really realized that you only need 1 square meter to exercise if you really want to. So it's no matter where you are, no matter how busy your life is, no matter how many excuses you have in your head, if you only have 1 square meter of space and almost nothing, no equipment or some, you can do something for your body and you will feel better after that. So it's not, it is difficult. I have to say that with the kids, with the boat, it is very difficult, but with the work, with traveling. But if you are not looking for excuses and you're looking for solutions, you can make it work.
Yeah, there's a lot of episodes. When I was researching the article and then after just following you guys, there's a lot of episodes that show you guys working out, maintaining your fitness regimen on the docks, on the beach, wherever you possibly can. I laughed and I still laugh a lot, actually, trying to do it with the kiddos. I love the episode where you're doing CrossFit and Marvin, you're doing, one of the leg exercises. My trainer has all sorts of, they all seem to be Eastern European too. There's like the Bulgarian split squat. There's the, Ukrainian this or that or whatever. So I noticed one episode you're doing squats or one-legged squats or something while holding one of the kids. And yeah, so I mean, I remember being on rollerblades, pushing my kids around the stroller. I was pulling them around in a trailer on my bike. So I'm just impressed that you could do that all in 1 square meter or a beach or whatever. So
thanks. I think our motivation, we do this because our motivation is not to have beautiful muscle for we are
do it together like a family project and to feel good together, to be healthy.
No, it was not my idea. No, we just want to be able to move our body in every direction and to move weight in every direction, and even if it's heavy, light, or
so
strange. No.
Together in love, blah, blah, blah. You want to move weight?
No, my body, my weight. I don't know. You just be able to use our body like
kids.
Like kids. I was thinking like prehistoric human, but
There's
kids.
that eye rolling again I was talking about. See?
Yes, we are in the same way together.
So, Danny, I got to ask you, when you're doing these wifey things, as Marvin described, not me, I'm sorry, as you described, not me, Marvin, I'm gonna get you out of this hole, brother. The culinary expertise that you practice in a lot of these episodes are really quite remarkable. That's something that I'm guilty of going out to eat a whole lot more than we spend any time in the kitchen. I just love the recipes. We know Marvin likes pizza every now and again.
Yes, pizza, beer, and
Yeah.
classic
It-
thing.
I
It-
think
Is it challenging to kind of keeping up with different new things to eat? Not only keeping this young healthy man in shape, but also the kids as well.
Yes,
the
because
kids are
for
definitely more
yes.
challenging than Marvin.
No, I can eat everything,
Marvin
but
will eat anything if I prepare it. That's good because he's not like, no, this is not good. He's just eating, so that's good. But the kids, my God, it's a mess to find recipes that are healthy and still the kids find them delicious. So I'm really struggling with
and
that.
you need to explain in every country or every
yes.
island or
Everything
in
is
the
always
Bahamas.
different.
It's a big challenge to find the good.
Well, the thing that I learned is that I had to totally forget how we ate when we were in France. And every time in every new country, I had to get creative and reinvent all the recipes because we tried to eat local. And so I had to learn to cook stuff that I didn't know, or I had to buy, I don't know, fruits that I didn't know existed even before leaving, and try to mix them with other things and make something. So I wasn't, in the beginning, I was not a big fan of cooking, but then through time, it became like, oh, we have to talk about Top Chef, but this became like a challenge, a creative challenge to mix flavors and make something new every time. And the other thing is that since we do our groceries only once every 3 or 4 weeks, I have to have a great organization in buying things and then eating them, cooking them in an order that at the end we still have something delicious and not only, I don't know, only carrots in the fridge or only eggs or whatever.
And I can't do the cooking because everything I do it's simple and for Daniela disgusting. So it's why she's cooking most of the time.
Brother,
Yeah.
stick
Get
with
that out
toast.
there that Marvin doesn't cook. We got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
people.
brother, just stick with toast. That's the most important thing. We've interviewed a couple of different families that are cruising around with kids, and I got to tell you, Danny and Marvin, what you guys are doing are remarkable. Sailing Catalpas, cruising around with teenagers, Mermaid Monster, cruising around with younger kids. But you guys are definitely cruising around with the youngest. I mean, you new baby. That had to be what is that like cruising around with a baby?
In the beginning, it was easy.
No,
right?
yes, it's
Yes,
yes, it's
you know-
cool. It's cool because we can see our kids growing, and just for that, it's amazing. Every day we can see something new in our kids. So for this part, it's cool. And with the Monohull, it was hard to have a little baby because when you are like this, with the baby on your belly and between La Martinique and La Dominica, for the sailor knowing this passage, it can be bumpy, not bumpy, but the wave are big, and so yes, it was not very comfortable. With the cat, it's different.
There was a lot of stress, even though we're always how to say, we always take care, look at the weather, we take our decisions in a way, but Marvin does, he's the captain, in a way that the family is safe. But all the stress, that's why I was talking about the fatigue, all the stress that was in us while sailing with the baby, even though everything went smoothly, I think it just tired us so much.
Just for example, on the Monohull, if we don't take care about Sohan, he can roll.
Yeah.
He can fail.
He could roll and fall and
Yes, fall everywhere. So we was focused 100% on the baby and on the,
well,
on the
at
boat.
the end, our sailing looks. Marvin is the single-handed. Yeah, so he sails alone. I'm constantly with the kids or a little bit in the kitchen during the navigations, but he always and since the beginning sailed all by himself. Plus the stress when I get seasick, because then he sometimes has to take care of the kids, just leaving me on the floor and of the boat. So yeah, it's difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, there was an episode I remember where you were seasick. Pretty sure.
One, yeah. Usually,
10.
well, it's the no, because we're not
I'm being
recording.
nice.
We're not,
Yes,
we're not
yes.
seasick when we're not recording a lot.
Yes.
1 or 2 times we did, but yeah, I didn't want to put a lot of drama around that because I knew that I was seasick before leaving, and I decided to still go, and it was worth for me because our family was living something incredible. So I didn't want. I talked about it a few times, but didn't want this to be like the main thing on our channel.
Yes, and if we had a video about the seasickness of Daniela, no, it's when I can record because the boat is safe or no need to have any sitting or anything on the boat, and the kid was sleeping or calm. I can take the camera and maybe ask Daniela, how do you feel? We can do this every time because
Yeah, because usually when I'm seasick is that the sailing is not perfect,
Yes.
and the kids are screaming. So
And one thing, I don't feel good when Daniela is seasick because yes, I don't feel good. So we try to just go forward as fast as possible to be able to rest and enjoy the stop.
just one thing, there are a lot of things that exist for seasickness, but for a long time I couldn't take anything because I was pregnant and then I'm still breastfeeding. So this is why I just keep being seasick. But
How
soon,
old was Tara when you guys started this adventure?
18 months old. One
Okay,
year.
so she was mobile. She was running all over the place. You guys are on a monohull. She's all over the place. So that obviously took some kind of adjustment as well.
You know what, Danny, and I mean, just what you just said, what Marvin and you guys said about the seasickness. And I mean, there's a reality there that, you know, people, some of the channels out there that we know, we follow and write for the magazines, you know, sometimes they've told us that they choose to sort of leave some of the drama and stuff out as well. But there is a reality that sometimes it's good to show that. And, I mean, and one of the things I love about your family is that you are very real. You are very raw in what you guys do. And I want to talk real quick about something. You recently had a very real and a very transparent post about the harsh reality of trying to live this lifestyle without having other jobs to help with finances, largely because creating content for the entertainment of others is such a full-time job already. Okay. The most striking part of your post that hit home for so many that commented, and I'm just going to read this because I really want to get this right because it was very impressive. It was very real. And this is a quote from you. If you follow and enjoy sailing YouTube channels, if they entertain and inspire you, and if you want to see them continue, know that they cannot do it without your help. Please consider supporting them financially and investing in your own entertainment. No matter who you like, what they show, or what they say, if they bring something to you, give back to them. Because without you, they won't make it. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. And I absolutely, honest to God, I applaud you for being so transparent. There were many positive comments from your followers and a lot of fellow YouTubers and content creators out there. How do you feel about the response that comment got and instilled in people?
I just got like goosebumps when you were reading it again because there's so many things that people out there don't know about us as content creators. they only see like this.
Attends, wait. Non, je vais le prendre s'il touche le micro. Vas-y, reste.
They only see this one side of this almost perfect life and family, and the struggle. Thank you. The struggle behind it, they don't see it and they don't realize it, and they think that, I don't know, maybe we're paid enough by YouTube and now we can all pay our boat cash and don't have a loan, and that it can be enough just to make one video per week and survive for years with kids on a boat. So yeah, I wanted to just give a little insight in what's it like for us, and to say, and to say that exactly what was said. People who are watching any YouTube channel anywhere, they should know all the work that is behind it, and that if they're taking anything, either it's information or entertainment, or just, I don't know, good time spent with the video or with the people behind it, it would be nice if they could either comment or support financially or whatever, do a little action to support the work that's behind it. And yeah, the answers were very surprising, because when you talk about a subject like this, is the second time it happens to us. When you talk about a subject that's almost taboo, do we say that? But it's not, but not many talk about this regularly. You have so many positive responses. You say, okay, we're all in the same situation, and we're just in the same boat, and we're just continuing without trying to change it or trying to raise awareness, or yeah. So it was positive. It yeah, we were.
Yes, sometimes I think we feel we need to. It's a teamwork. The creator and the viewer.
Community.
Yes, it's a teamwork. I mean, only be a creator without a viewer, it's
nothing.
It's nothing. But in the opposite, if you are just here to consume the creator and don't help the creator will not make it. So it's a teamwork, and I think we was in a situation, or we was trying to find our balance between work a lot on YouTube and don't have enough time to do another job. I have a full-time job, so I help Daniela only on my free time. Yes, and I don't have a lot. And a lot of people told us, please never stop, please don't stop, please continue, please do this, please do that. And it was like, okay, but you need to understand, we need to work together, because I can't give you all of my life without, I don't know how to say, even in French, I don't know how to say. But if you love something and you want to have something, you want the thing. So it's hard to me to. So yes, I will restart. So I want that I try to say is, I don't remember. Yeah. So
if you love something and you want them like something, a small business or YouTube channel, if you want them to succeed, you should support them.
Yes, but it's
teamwork.
That
was a good thing.
Could we say it's like the rule of reciprocity? I'm going to do something for you guys.
Yes.
I'm going to share my life. I'm going to share our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, our family. And in the sharing, support me to do that, which is another way of saying contribute financially to allowing us to keep living this dream and inspire you and others to go out and do the same.
Yes, and I'm not here to. The point is, I don't ask people to give me money. I just want to explain. If you have expectation about if you have a big expectation from a creator, you need to understand he will need to work a lot. And I mean, YouTube don't help a lot to do this. YouTube want to have more and more video. YouTube want to have longer and longer video. YouTube want to have this, but YouTube clearly don't for the common people or normal YouTube channel, not big one, but YouTube clearly don't give the if we speak about cash, YouTube don't pay the creator enough for all of the time of work. So every creator need to have YouTube to find some sponsor, work with Patreon, work with brands, or work, I don't know, with friends. They need to build a
network around
a big network to have enough at the end to pay the boat and to continue to make videos. And if they can't do like this, they need to work on a other kind of job. So
well, there are an awful lot of content creators that are out there, and more of them are popping up every single day. They hope to live the dream and make money at doing it. So it's not an easy thing to be to accomplish, but that certainly does need to be said. Some of them are making a great living at it, and some of them are supplementing their incomes, with working remotely, and some are engaging in content creation, and some are not. Some are finding out other ways just simply to make a living, to live the lifestyle without creating content. And that's, of course, their choice. So where are you guys at with this now? You're selling the boat, right? And what's next?
It's a perfect question. So we need to find the boat, and we need to go back.
reorganize.
Yes, reorganize everything. So I'm stopping selling, closing my CrossFit gym because I don't want to live again for the French Polynesia with this kind of job, full-time job. I don't want to work far away my gym. So yes, I want to change my job personally. And I don't know what I will do the next months or years, because we can't only have YouTube for now. So I need to find a new job, and maybe Daniela will work for months or 1 or 2 years. We don't know, just to be able to save enough money to buy a new boat or a new used boat to live again. But we only know we want to go to the French Polynesia or the Polynesia free of stress. So we want to not work less, but work with more pleasure. And for example, Daniela and me, we are liking to make videos. Yes, so we want to do this without pressure of,
financial pressure, you want to say?
Yes, or any kind of pressure.
Yeah, we started videos because I always made videos about our holidays. It was a thing even before having a YouTube channel, and I love creative stuff, and I always loved painting and drawing, and this was a kind of way for me to express myself. And then it started. We said, okay, why not try to have this for me as a job, and not, because in the beginning the plan was that we stop in places and I work as a dentist, and then we sail. So this changed, but yeah, we wanna. The other thing is we left a little bit in 2019. We left a little bit, let's say, unprepared, because we didn't want to prepare 10 years for something. We didn't know how it would look like, or would we feel good in this lifestyle. So we said, okay, let's try it and see. And at the beginning, it was supposed to last for 3 months. And then it got longer. And then we thought I would work as it. So it's always changing. And now we feel the need to reset again. And yeah, with Nomad Season 3, have like more freedom again. And
Yes.
be able to go further and really detach ourselves from Europe.
Yes, because now with the cat and our sitting right now, yes, we have a lot of stress. Every month we are asking ourselves how we will pay the bill, and we don't want to go to the French Polynesia like this. And yes, it's like this. So
Well,
I
it's
don't
a, you know what,
but
it's a really big community. It's a really big community, this whole global cruising lifestyle. And you, again, I love your family because you're so raw and honest, just raw and honest. You're not going to hide it. And that's great. We love it. You recently joined the Young Cruisers Association.
Yep.
You know, and I'm very glad to see that. Very glad to see that. I didn't know you weren't already members, but you know, we've got a fantastic partnership with YCA. And that's fostered a lot of amazing relationships. And we are, as a magazine and a platform, we are thrilled to be part of supporting and promoting the cruising lifestyle. And we hope that we can continue to support you guys and everybody like you guys that's out there trying to do this. And your motto, I know, is stop dreaming and start moving. That was
Exactly.
on your media kit and everything when we first connected. So we sure hope that you can continue moving. We really do. That, you know, towards the dream that you have, you know, and be part of this global community. And we love following your family on it. 100%.
Thank you so much, David. Yeah, the Young Cruiser, they're doing an incredible job. We're happy to be a part of it, and we would even like to participate more. But we're just, I think, like in with our time is.
But to be honest,
we don't-
at the beginning, Young Cruiser, we was like, okay, it's not for us because we are not young anymore. And we are with kids and we don't know how to manage our
Right.
kids and everything. So let's young people
Have fun.
have fun and drink a beer for us. But after we understood the real philosophy, and it's why now we are in, because
Happy to
we
be a
have the
part of it.
same philosophy at the end. We are
Well, I
young.
mean, you know, Erik and I are both members of YCA, and we're north of 50. So, you know, age doesn't really matter.
It's young at heart, folks. Let's
Yeah,
just get down to it. It's young at heart. It's however you're only as old as you feel, and I feel 85.
You don't look a day over 84 though. So
Yeah. So listen, Daniela, Marvin, I am just absolutely thrilled that we had this opportunity to catch up with you guys while you're here on the East Coast, that we got to meet your beautiful, beautiful kids, learn a little bit more about what's motivating you guys and keeping you out there, and knowing that you're not selling this boat, going back to the fitness gym, going back to the dental studio, and doing those jobs and going back to being land lovers, so that you want to continue your dream is inspiring to me. And I just want to thank you for your time today. It's been really enlightening, and really look forward to the next chapter and following you guys in that.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you
yeah,
for-
I'd love it if you guys would come on back, and when the kids get a little older, maybe come back and do the podcast with us, you know, 100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can.
I think life will just get easier for us when
Oh,
we
I
keep
need to-
growing up. Son is going.
Oh, listen, you know, Erik's got teenage kids. I got teenage kids. We're not going to agree with that statement.
Okay. I'm disappointed. I wanted to hope for a little while.
So is Marvin on cleanup duty right now? Is that where he just went off to?
No, he's catching Swan and trying, to save him from.
I think my
water.
favorite part so far of this podcast was when Marvin was making a point about something and then raised his finger, and there was some kind of toy on the end of his finger.
I don't. Maybe I don't know what was it.
What?
Some triangular thing was on the end of your finger. You
Oh,
look-
this. Oh, we have.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
some toys for the kids just in case.
Thank you guys again. We really appreciate your time. We love what you're doing. Keep it up. Keep the faith. We know that we are as well. And we wish you guys all the best in everything that you do.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
My mind is made up. I'm gonna sail away. Latitudes and attitudes will help me find my way with my love